Hi guys, happy new month. Welcome to the second half of the year 2026. It's amazing how time flies, right? Half of the year is already gone. Okay, so welcome to my channel if you're new here. And if you're a parent, you're a teacher, you're a caregiver, you have anything at all to do with children, I want you to hit that subscribe button because you're going to learn a lot from being in this community. Okay, so this is an unscripted video, just for the records. This is an unscripted video because there's something that's been on my mind and I just thought to say one or two things around it, right? And that is self-esteem. I see that most times when we talk about self-esteem, we just feel it's about public speaking. It's about a child being confident enough to stand on the stage and do presentations and speak, and talk and all of that. But I realize that self-esteem is deeper than that, right? There are areas of our children's life that low self-esteem can affect negatively, right? And unfortunately, those areas might not be areas we see physically, right? They are deep inside the child. Now, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that self-esteem can actually affect different areas of a child's life. And the first area is that low self-esteem affects the way a child makes decisions and how they handle pressure. So you see that some children struggle to say no when they are being pressured, maybe by their peers, by their friends, to do certain things. And they know that this thing is wrong, but they don't have the courage, the boldness to say no, right? So you find out that children end up doing something wrong, even when they know it's wrong, because they don't have the courage to say no, and because they are also suffering from low self-esteem. So another area that self-esteem can really affect a child is in the area of, making that child vulnerable to manipulation and abuse. Yes. Do you know that I watched a documentary on YouTube, and one thing I noticed about predators is that they look out for children who are constantly seeking validation, who are constantly, seeking to be accepted, to be appreciated. Predators can actually see that in children who want to be validated from outside, children who want to be accepted and all of that. And this is one thing that goes together with low self-esteem. Any child or even an adult that is suffering from low self-esteem, they always seek validation outside. They want to be accepted, they want to be appreciated and all of that. And this automatically opens a child to abuse, right? So most predators, they prey on children who they notice have some of these elements in them. So self-esteem is deeper than just being confident standing on the stage. It can actually open up our children to be victims of abuse. So another thing I notice about children who have low self-esteem is that they are prone to risky behaviors. And when I say risky behaviors, I mean behaviors like use of drugs, right? So you find out that children with low self-esteem usually struggle with that feeling of being worthless, that feeling of being down, looking down on themselves. They struggle with a lot of emotional pain, let me put it that way. And one thing that drug users usually say is that they take those things to help them forget their pain. Now, a lot of children are not looking for drugs. They are looking for a way to deal with their emotional pain. And that is why as parents, we must create a safe space where our children feel confident enough to talk about their struggles without fear of being judged, or criticized. Number 4 is that low self-esteem can, affect a child's relationship. Children who suffer from low self-esteem actually struggle to build healthy relationships, yes, because they do not see themselves in the right light and they accommodate people who actually look down on them, disrespect them, ignore their boundaries and all of that. So self-esteem can actually affect the kind of relationship that children build. And lastly, self-esteem can also affect a child's academic performance and their personal growth. Yes, because the way children who suffer from low self-esteem see themselves will not even allow them to give themselves a try, right? So you find out that they struggle to grow personally. And this is from a place of lack of understanding of who they are. So this is another area that can actually affect, low self-esteem can actually affect the life of a child in terms of academic success and personal growth. Now, I want to conclude this video by saying that if your child has low self-esteem, you should take out time to work on that child. Speak words of encouragement, try to build that child, engage them in activities that they are good at, that can help them, become more confident and believe in themselves, because this is what I've also decided to do for myself. Because this thought has been in my mind and I noticed that self-esteem does not just affect the way a child speaks, it affects different areas of their life. I hope you got some value from this video, and if you did, don't forget to like and share with parents around you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.